Hi everybody, I am Hobo Joe. Welcome to my channel. If it's your first time, thanks for stopping in. If you haven't subscribed already and you've watched a couple of my videos, please subscribe. It really helps my channel. Today I wanted to have a little bit more of a serious discussion. I think I've done like 90 plus videos and probably only 2 of them have been anything but uplifting. I did one where I listed things that really irritated me about van life. You know, all the way down to the black flies there in Albuquerque where we were, or outside of Santa Fe. And one where my cat passed. Sad day in van life, yeah. And here at the end of the year, I've been really thinking about something. I'm on some Facebook groups with some solo women, older ladies who are contemplating this life. Some of them have been thinking about it for a year or 2. And if they watch my videos, they think, oh, this is just absolutely wonderful. It's a wonderful life. You know, Hobo Joe does it. She's my age. She's by herself. You know, if she can do it, I can do it. And I think, you know, I think I would be remiss if I didn't have a video like this where I actually tell you some of the reasons that go through my brain about stopping van life, because I have 5 major ones, and those are the ones I'd like to talk to you about. You know, we hear all the time about safety and gas and where do you park and what if you get a knock and what about loneliness and, you know, all of those things, but you don't really hear about the things that are going on inside, the things that, you know, are important to you and that are kind of more the deal breakers than anything else, I think. So at the end of the year, I start kind of regrouping and think, do I want to go another year? So, and at the end of this video, I will tell you my decision on that. But let's get into the 5 of them. I was talking to a family member a couple of days ago, and they were getting ready to have their big Christmas get-together, and I'm going to miss it. And I've missed it for almost every year because I have lived in Texas and they're in New York, and you know, I couldn't stay up there this year because it's so dang cold. You know, I can't sit out there in the snow. So I miss being involved in family things, and I miss decorating. I used to live out in the woods. I had a small farmhouse out in the woods, and I used to decorate it, and I used to love to decorate. Even if nobody saw my outdoor decorations or anything else, I still decorated to the max. And I decorated the mantle, put the tree up, you know, did the Christmas music, baked the cookies. I mean, I really get into the whole Christmas thing. And yes, I can decorate in my van, and I have decorated in my van, and it makes it cozy and wonderful, and I feel really good there. But it's just really not the same. So that's a biggie. I feel like I miss out on a lot of the festivities being in a van. I do go to my daughter's place and I do help her decorate and everything, but it's just not the same as having your own place and bringing everything out and decorating to the max, because she doesn't do that. Now you might say, okay, but Joe, winter ends and spring starts, and you're out there, you know, driving around in the spring and the summer and the fall, and you get to experience all that, and that's true. However, here's another one that's a deep thing for me. I love to do yard work. I love to landscape. I love to plant gardens. I love to have flowers. I used to get up early in the morning. I had 2.5 acres. I would make myself a cup of coffee, get some nice music on some headphones, and I'd go out and get on my riding lawnmower, and I would just find that to be completely relaxing. I grew up on my granddad's farm. Those were some of my favorite memories. I'm a farm girl at heart. I even travel with 3 live plants that I take care of just because I have to have something connected with gardening. So I really miss in the springtime, you know, you go to Lowe's or Home Depot or something and you see all the new flowers coming. Oh, I just want so badly to plant something. So that's a biggie for me. The third reason, and this one is really important to me too, is I am in the Fort Worth area, and a pastor that I listen to, in fact, one of my favorite ones, is Robert Morris. And while I was here, I thought, wait a minute, Robert Morris has a church. His church is in the Fort Worth area. So while I've been here, I've been going to his church, and oh, it's so great. It is so, so, so great. I had a wonderful time. And when I was up in New York, I went to my little Baptist church that I grew up in. It's in my hometown. And I went there enough because I was up there for a couple of months. So I went there enough where people actually started knowing me. You know, I had people to sit with, people who would come up and talk to me when I walked in. And it's so great to be amongst like-minded people and to be able to get involved. And when you're in a van and you're traveling around, you don't really stay long enough to get involved. Like when I left my little church up in New York, they were getting ready to have a chili cook-off, and I would have loved to have participated in that. And I know as Thanksgiving and Christmas were coming up that they were really going to be, you know, doing quite a few things. I like the community of church. I like meeting people that love the Lord like I do, and I love to be around like-minded people. So I really miss actually being a member of a home church. My next one, this is kind of a silly one, but it's important to me. My last place I had before I left Houston, I had a double walk-in closet with huge full-length mirror. Now, I'm a bit of a fashionista, you wouldn't believe it to see the way I dress in this van life, but I have a small closet in my van, and it is shoved full of clothes that are nice clothes, blazers and skirts and really nice blouses and sweaters. I have a couple of vests. I have a Christmas tie. I mean, I just love doing that kind of thing. And I can spend hours someday just trying on different outfits, standing in front of the mirror, trying this with that and this with that. Well, in van life, where am I going to wear these nice clothes? I think I've had, since I left New York, I think I've had 3 places to get dressed up, and that's going out to eat or going to church. Well, I can't go out to eat very much because it's too expensive for me. So just not being able to play dress up and have a nice closet is it's difficult. It's a woman thing, but yeah, it's difficult for me. And then the last one, I am an artist at heart, and when I was stationary, I had a whole room dedicated just to my paints. I love to paint, and I painted with oils. Here's some of my pictures. But so when I got in the van, you know, you can't have a dedicated area for oil paints. You can't have the easel and, you know, your easel and your canvases and all your oils, and then the turpentine. You can't have that turpentine in your van. I tried going to acrylics, and you know, I like acrylics also, and I pretty much got okay with those. But there too, they take up a lot of space. So I've gotten really excited because I've kind of found a solution to this problem. I've been watching watercolor tutorials, and I was never impressed with watercolors before, but as I'm watching some of these artists with the watercolors, it's like, my goodness, I didn't know watercolors would do that. So I've actually gone to Michael's. I've laid in all my supplies. It doesn't take up much room, and I'm going to try conquering watercolors. Wish me luck. But anyway, there are my 5 reasons. Yeah. Church, a garden, painting, a walk-in closet, and decorating, you know, being part of the festivities. I was thinking, you know, if I got me a place up in upper state New York, I could be there around all my family. I could take care of my aunt that would kind of really needs to have somebody around her more. And I could still, when I felt like I needed to get away, get in my van and drive. I could drive down to Texas and spend a month in the summer with my daughter. So I really, at this time of the year, I really look at whether or not I want to continue to do van life. So I told you at the end of this I would kind of let you know where my head is. And I'm actually thinking that when I got into the van, I only planned on doing it for a year. I thought, I'm going to give it a year. I'm going to see the United States. Well, I'm in my 5th year. Do I want to continue? I think I will give it another year. But here's what I've been really thinking about. I would like to get something a little bit bigger, not a lot bigger, but a little bit bigger, because I would love to have another pet in here, but I think, where would I even put a cat? How did I fit her litter box in here before? And a little dog, I mean, it's just like, so I have kind of outgrown the van. It was perfect for the first 3.5, maybe even 4 years. But if you've watched my channel, you've seen I've rearranged, I've done this, I've done that, I've rebuilt things, just basically trying to find more room. And I think I have finally gotten to the point where I'm thinking, you know, I really kind of need to maybe trade Lucky in, although I love her to death, and she's been such a great van, and maybe get something a little bit bigger, a Ford extended length high top, maybe, I don't know. But that's where my thinking is now. But that's kind of what I'm thinking about now. But thank you so much for joining me. I hope you all are having a great holiday season in a van or out of a van, in a van or in a Sticks and Bricks. I hope that this holiday season has found you happy and healthy, and maybe I'll see you down the road. Bye.